Hi, you wonderful people. It's Sunday, so that means it's time to draw with Simon and Simon Art. I'm Aaron, and one half of Simon and Simon Art. I know it's been a while. I've been a little busy. Me and Arlie have been a little busy these past couple of weekends, so, family stuff and everything else. So we're glad that you came back and that you are joining us on this nice sunny day. Well, in New York it's a little cloudy, so but in your neck of the woods it may be nice and sunny. It may be a little bit of snow, because I know there are still snowing in certain parts of the country, so it is what it is. So this Saturday, yesterday, me and Arlie went on a gallery walk tour. It's like a crawl. I'm gonna call it a gallery crawl, just like a bar crawl. But in this case, what it is that you visit different galleries and see some nice, wonderful art, which we saw yesterday. And then we went and had brunch at this nice place called Sojourn. She enjoyed the lemonade there. She loved it. And, we were happy. We met a lot of different people who also were artists. Some did video, some were music, some were and other stuff. We had a nice hostess named Sammy. She was from Argentina, who was very funny and everything else. But the company was actually called Early Birds. We have the description in the on our YouTube page and on our Instagram page. Excuse me one second. About this, just explaining what it is and what they are about. So if you they do gallery tours in different cities. I remember they do one in New York City. They do one in Miami, and I think maybe Chicago. I thought I saw on their page. I'm not too sure. But if you go to Early Birds on Instagram, and check them out. They do gallery tours. Check them out, and and have some fun. That's what we did, and we enjoyed it. But right now, let's get on to this. So, if you haven't been with us for the past couple of weekends, I was working on this guy. So I finished the shading with this one here. Now I'm moving on to the girl, the lady here in the background. So I just want to make sure he's in the background and everything else, so I can, for the lighting here and there. I'm gonna fix this part later, but because I'm not too happy at how this turned out, but I'll fix it later. But anyways, let's just go over to our heroine for the thing. Also, if you happen to be in Anaheim, or you're watching this in Anaheim, maybe you're at WonderCon. My good buddy of mine, Dwayne, he's over at WonderCon, and he's in Artist Alley. So if you happen to be over there and you're listening to this, and you're over there, go check him out. Support him. He is the author and creator of a comic book called Soul Thunder. So go check that out. It's a pretty cool comic book, and support him if you can. Alright, well, that's enough of me talking. Let's get to this. Oh, you can't really see me anyway, so. Alright. Let's get to this. I wonder how was everyone's weekend? How was everybody's weekend this past weekend? Did you have fun? Did you do anything interesting? Or did you just decided to make it a boring weekend of just sitting about? Thank you. Alright, let's start with the darkest color here. Or is this not? Hold on. Okay. So why are you not? Ah, you are. I need you right now. Come on. Close, please. Thank you. What? Now that was weird. It said my live was restricted. Oops. Because of some weirdness, which, why, I have no idea. I was talking about gallery tours. And the gallery tour I went on, so I don't know why it was restricted, which is weird. Unless it's the music. we're gonna have to change this music. Thank you. All right. Also, another reason why it's been a while is that we've been having some issues with some of our streaming software and especially when we record. So we had to I had to stop off with that because it was just becoming a hassle. So, which I was like not too happy about, like how it is now. Alright. Come on, thank you. Now, with the gallery tour that we were on yesterday, we did see some cool, interesting art. We were on the Upper East Side near the Metropolitan Museum and near the MoMA. Let me bring up some of the galleries we saw, because I had the email and where we went. So one of the galleries we went to was, here's some of the galleries. So we went to the David Nolan Gallery, which had some very cool art there. Then we went to the Gallery Buchholzel, which was very weird, that gallery, because they didn't really have a lot of pieces, and it was just like, you know. And then we went to Salon 94, and one of the people, and this lady was having a show, and I forgot her name. It was Deborah, I believe it was Deborah something, and she had some pretty cool pieces on there. Some of it was, she had like Ferdinand the Bull from that Bugs Bunny cartoon, when he was going against that bull. I don't know if that's the bull's name, but that's why I call it Ferdinand the Bull. And then one of Dumbo she had in there, and the elephant Dumbo I'm talking about. That was a pretty cool art piece. And when we went to Sojourn Social, that's what it's called. Sojourn Social is the name of the restaurant. They had some pretty cool, like I said, the food was excellent. And the one thing I noticed, and I've been noticing this a lot when it comes to certain restaurants now, and if you have noticed it, they have something called unlimited drink special for like 90 minutes. So for the 90 minutes that you are there, they will, wherever you want, but it depends. So it could be one menu, you may have mimosas and beer. Another one might be wine. The one I had was wine and cocktail, because I'm not really, I'll have a beer, but sometimes they don't have the beer that I like. So it gets very frustrating, because, if I go out with my wife, I would rather just have a beer, but if they don't have it, then I have to move on to like my drink of choice is a vodka mule or whatever type of vodka drink they may have. So that's my drink of choice. Oop. You're not doing what I want, so let's see here. Sometimes I have to remember the setting. All right. Now, if you're at home, you're probably wondering why I'm doing it that way. So, I've been experimenting with certain things, especially since I come from a printing background. So, what I wanted to do was, usually you go from light to dark. Actually, I should have probably went from light to dark with this. So, let me just change this real quick and go to light to dark with this. And what I like to do is I want to go, when I put the shadows in, I want to start from a light and then add to a dark background. But in this case, I went backwards with this. And I probably shouldn't have. Of course, this thing now is moving very slow. What's up, babe? Want to come say hello? You want to tell the crowd about your famous lemonade that you had at Sojourn?
I don't know what they did to this lemonade, but that lemonade was a lemonade. Okay? They said they specially made it. They boiled
the strawberries,
or something. I don't know if it's a lie or the truth, but boy, it was good. It was good. I savored every sip of that lemonade. Anyway, it was a good time yesterday.
Yeah. I was telling some of the people at home about it. Why don't you tell them while I'm doing this? Tell them how you felt about the whole experience with Early Birds.
Well, we got there. It was around 10 something. We were supposed to meet at 11 for a little meet and greet and have everybody get there before they started. So they were right there at the first gallery when we got there. And at David Nolan Gallery. And we talked a little bit outside. I met a bunch of different people. And it was nice. The first gallery was very interesting. It had a rooftop that we went to. I don't know if we were supposed to, but they didn't tell us that we couldn't. But the artwork itself was very colorful, very nice, kind of batik-like. And then we went off to the next gallery, and the gallery of Buchholz. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that was a different field completely. So we all talked and got to know each other on the ways to the different galleries. It was quite a bit of walking.
Hold on. Oh, hi, Debria. Can you see the screen now? I'm curious because you said you couldn't see the screen.
Debira?
Debira?
I guess she'll let us know if she can.
Let me change it that way.
You think that's better?
That might be better. Hold on.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
So each gallery, obviously, different artists. Some a little bit more explicit than others. And so that was an experience. I mean, it was great. And then we went to eat at this really nice place where my famous lemonade is. And got to know each other there. So a bunch of different people. Most of them were not even artists. They just wanted to be part of the experience.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them wanted to try painting for the first time, as I spoke to some of them. So I think that's cool that, you want to try and experience something that you've never done before. And the only sad part about the experience for me was that, because we were such a big group, you couldn't really talk to every single person on the table as we were eating. But we had a grand old time. And a lot of us were first timers, so that was great too. And then I think all of us want to do this over again because it was such a great experience to just, go out there and meet instead of sitting home doing nothing or busying yourself at home. There's always something to do in the city, so that is very encouraging.
Yeah, I think the next time, if it's going to be uptown, afterwards, maybe we should go walk in the Central Park. Because, yesterday in New York, the weather was great.
It was
great. It was so good that we had, you had people walking in shorts. Mm-hmm. And in March in New York City, that could be a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because sometimes it might be like, yeah, it's warm and everything, but then it'll get cold very quick.
Mm-hmm. So we lucked out.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's great.
That is great. And the funny thing is, I was telling everyone, oh, yeah, it's going to rain later. They said, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I come home. I says, I'm going to get something to eat. It's raining. I says, I told these people that it was going to rain.
Well, they still had some partying to do afterwards. So
yeah.
Good for them. But
And we saw those two people might be hooking up later.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
That is what it is for them. But
yeah.
That's nice. I mean, it is a way to meet people.
Meet people, yeah.
Great.
That is true.
So I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, the next one is good.
And then we have to experience it at night as well, because they have some stuff at night. So
yeah.
we'll do that.
Well, hopefully the nighttime one would be on a Saturday night instead of a Sunday night. You know? Yeah. Because I know the next one is on a Sunday night, and it's like on Sundays we usually have a lot of stuff to do, so we tend not to what's Debira. So I'm hoping you can see the screen this time. I know you said you had a hard time seeing, so just let me know if you can see the screen. Whatnot.
All right. So...
And cool. Thank you.
Yay.
We're glad to help.
Okay. So anyway, yeah. So if you guys haven't been to this Sojourn Social, I think you should go. The food is pretty good. I'm just in love with the lemonade. I actually left a review for the lemonade, okay? That's how good it was. I didn't even talk about the food. I was just like, this lemonade is the lemonade.
Yeah, I had a little taste of it. The lemonade was great.
Yeah, I've never tasted lemonade like that before. But anyway.
Well, they said they use the sugar from the...
Yeah, they said they didn't even put sugar in it. I was like, that's a lie, because that was perfectly sweet. But anyway, enough with the lemonade.
Yeah. That's like Daryl.
I've become a stalker with this lemonade.
That's like Daryl and our biscuits at our wedding. And he's still talking about it after 20-something years.
Seriously? Oh my god. I don't even think I remember the biscuits, honestly.
I don't remember the food.
Well, I know. People remember the food. They didn't even talk about my dress.
Nah.
Hilarious.
They said the biscuits were good, man.
They love the assortments of foods and desserts and everything. Well, their bellies were full. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, so let me go about my day. Enjoy the live, guys.
You're gonna take your mom?
I'm gonna take my mom.
All right. Well, that's Arlie. She's gonna do her daughter duties and drive her mom around. You know.
All right. See y'all later. Enjoy.
All right. So yeah. So that's us in a nutshell. Like I said, the food at that place was awesome. So if you can, head over there. Social. If you live in the city, New York City, go over there. Or even if you are coming to the city, tag it, take a look at it. They have a nice brunch special. They have a nice 90-minute unlimited drink special. But just to let you know, the unlimited drink special for 90 minutes is per person. So just remember that. It's not for the whole table. It's per person. So, and it actually works out, because if you know you're going to be ordering 1, 2, 3 drinks, it works. It worked out. But their menu for their drinks was hilarious. So they had the one guy who was part of our group had ordered the Bad Bunny billboard, and so they bring the drink and they bring the it's this candy called Peeps. The rabbit candy Peeps, and which I found very funny. It's like they had crazy names for some of their drinks. Very funny and very cool, very original. So I enjoyed that. That was cool. Because I had the burger. She had waffle and chicken, which I was like, what? But it was brunch, so. And the chicken was good. It was nice and spicy, I have to say. So that was good. It's rare that you have a good chicken that's nice and cooked good. I mean, I haven't had. Well, no, I did have a bad chicken experience. I won't name their names, but yeah, that chicken place sucks. for a fried chicken place, they sucked. And it's like and the funny thing is they're between two high schools, so all the high school kids are going there eating this chicken. I'm sitting there eating. I was like, this chicken sucks. It was just bad. But that was that yesterday. So we had fun. We're gonna do it again. Like Arlie said, we want to experience the nighttime version and see how it works out there. Actually, let me just finish. Put this in, and then add the light part. What else? I mean, there was other stuff that happened this month. I finally got my black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so that was on a Sunday, which I'm happy about. That was a long road there for that belt, so I'm pretty much excited. I mean, I'm not the best at it, since I don't really do, I'm not into competition. I do more of it for self-defense and whatnot, and I liked it. So I enjoy it. That's how, if I'm not doing this, that's how, I relax. If I'm not playing video games, or if I'm not out on here drawing, I'm doing martial arts. And I kind of like it. That's my nice stress reliever. That's how I relieve stress. I've been doing martial arts for almost as long as I've been doing it for a long time. Let's just put it that way. Oh, I kind of like this song. What's the name of this song? Don't Stop by Basic. Huh. Let me like it. Yeah, I'm listening to my music through Epidemic Sound. I do want to try listening to music from my Spotify account, but I don't want to get into trouble just in case, because I know there are guidelines when it comes to using music and everything else. So I just don't want, if I have to go away this way, if you stream, you would understand that part. And for the life of me, I don't know why it does that. Also, let's talk about Daredevil. Born Again, because I've been watching that since it came back on. Of course, now it's on Disney Plus, and man, I would have to say the storytelling has been awesome. The fight scene and the fight choreograph has been spectacular. It's like, and the funny thing when it came to Daredevil, every season they always have that one episode where they go all out on the fight scene. It's like, okay, this is the pinnacle fight scene we're doing, and it's going to be good. Like, when they did the first season, that hallway fighting scene was insane. And when they talked about it, it's like, I think he said he did it in one take. They really had to say cut, do this, do that. And the way they shot it, it was excellent. And then the season 2 one, when he's going going down the stairs fighting, that was great. Now in Daredevil Born Again, excuse me, that first fight scene with Bullseye, and you hear Foggy's heartbeat, that was crazy. I was like, oh man, it's like he's sitting there fighting and he's hearing his best friend's heartbeat slowing down little by little by little by little. and he's like, you know, he can't do nothing because it's like he can't let Bullseye get away, and he's just going at it like it was crazy. It depends on your RAM capacity. Well, here's the funny thing. I have 32 gigs of RAM, so that's why it just boggles my mind. So maybe I should get do you think I should get a higher one? Because the one thing that also I find funny is that the guy told me make sure I don't put the RAM cards next to each other. They have to be split apart. But my RAM card, my motherboard has four slots for it. That's why I'm always like, huh, this is interesting. I boosted up to 32. I don't know, maybe I should boost it up to 64. And take it from there. Oh, 1 second.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome. Marley had her phone in my office, so she was calling her to find it. So that was, so I'm like, huh. Another thing was I was wondering, could it be the software I'm using for this stuff? Because it just started happening recently, and I was like, what's going on here? So I'm checking everything just to see what it is, what's going on. So I don't know. Maybe I may have to make a trip to Micro Center, since that's where I got my computer, to ask them about that. Oh, shoot. And I effed this up. Because the one thing I did do was make sure that I had, before I bought my computer, I made sure the CPU was good, because I got a I think a 12 core CPU. I don't know, sometimes I buy something and I forget what I had, the specs and everything, and I have to go back and look. I mean, I don't know if that's ever happened to anyone. You buy something, especially a computer, you're like, what did I put in you again? And you have to go and sometimes just check. Like, oh yeah, I did that. That's right. Let's see. Let's zoom out a little bit. Take a look. So let's see. We have. What's my background? All right. Okay. So the light's there. That's the sun. that folds, that's dark. Well, that's going to be light right there. So I want to make sure that's like that. So yeah, let me keep that on, so at least this way I know what it is that I'm working on. So one thing I want to do is, let me just do this, switch over to that, use that color, because just to show some of the, oh! Let's lock you, so I don't do that again. Let's go to you. Just put a little bit of highlight here for the sun. You still have some shadow. So where's everyone from? I'm curious, because I know I'm in New York City. So I'm just curious where everyone else is from, location. It'd be cool to know where everyone's from and where you're listening from or watching. You know? It's saying I have 2 restrictions. Live restrictions for some audience. Your live contains themes. Themes for some audience. Huh. Alright. I don't know what those restrictions are about, because I'm not really talking about stuff. I'm talking about food. Come on, you. All right, hold on 1 second. Be right back. All right. So, have some fun. Take a look at some stuff. All right, so we got that there. Dark to light, because we have that light there, we have the light there, we have that there. We'll go back and fix that. I'm gonna make this dark here. Well, not that dark. Let's see. What if... Let's take that off real quick. Put that up. Right, what I want to do... That part is dark. I want to make that area in there dark also. But what we're going to do is we're going to switch to you. And what I want to do is this. Ah, boy. You. Let's do that. Alright, cool. Let's take you. Oh, it's 12 o'clock here in New York City on a Sunday, and I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Work. Well, I'm not gonna complain too much. At least I have a job, so that's good. So, being a surface designer for almost, it's funny, when we were talking, we met a guy there, I forgot his name, but drinking my tea here. He was an interior designer for 20 years. So for 20 years, he was doing this job, and I told him, I said, hey, you're apparently. So, and he was an interior designer for 20 years. So I was like, huh, that's pretty cool. But he wanted to try something different. I told him, listen, I've been a surface designer for 20 years, and I find it I tried something different. Of course, the only reason why I stopped was because of COVID, and I had lost my job, and I did substitute teaching. But I told him, I says, I end up going back into it because, I like being creative, and being a substitute teacher wasn't really working for me, but it's just one of those things. Oh man, what's going on in here with this stupid thing? One second. Apparently TikTok is asking me to do something. Why? I have no idea. He asking me to do this. What? Thank you. Like, Jesus. This is why I like doing it from my computer. Because, this thing can get nutty sometimes. And there goes my phone. My fault. Give me a second, guys. Alright. There we go. Alright. Anyways. So, sorry about that. Yeah. So normally I'm using Streamlabs for TikTok, but I guess because I haven't used it in a while, I have to go through the whole process again. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them. Because I know it has been 2 weeks, but hey, sometimes you're busy and there's certain things you can't do. and I do this part-time. I know a friend of mine I went to high school with, Joe France. He's on here every day with his art and whatnot. He makes some pretty cool stuff with his storyline. And also, that reminds me, summer's coming. It's almost around the corner, so I have to start getting ready to design some new beach towels. So, if anyone's looking to buy beach towels, we do sell them on our website on Etsy. So, if you're looking for beach towels, go over there and check it out. I think I took them down because it was out of the season, but I'm gonna put them back up for since we're getting closer to that nice summer weather soon, because everyone always needs a beach towel. I just have to come up with some ideas for it, which means I'm gonna have to put certain things on hold, like this art series I'm doing, my grayscale series with a touch of color. I'm gonna have to just put that on hold while for the summer, for the month of May. I'll do that. So, Illustrator, here we come. Some of you might be seeing me do some work on Illustrator. I'll have videos of that, just to show my surface design skills. You know. And if you're interested in a beach towel, let me know. We might be able to do a custom for you. I'll stay on here for another 20 minutes and then start my Sunday. Since we went to the gym this morning, woke up the missus, said, "Come on, we're going to the gym." She doesn't like going to the gym early, but I do, because that's when nobody's hardly there. Even though it's on a hospital campus. So I know a lot of the hospital staff, once they get off, are heading over there, because I always see people in their scrubs, and then I hear some people talking about hospital jargon stuff. So it's not too bad. I mean, that LA. So we go to LA Fitness, and it's not bad. I have to say, I kind of like it. Like, some people I know go there, and it's not too bad. My only gripe is people don't put the weights back. And you can never really find stuff because someone takes the weights to the other side of the gym. So it's up to the people who work there to bring it back. And of course, if this weight is like 90 to 100 something pounds and this guy is always bringing these stuff back, he's going to get tired. He or she. So, yeah. If you go to the gym, excuse me, please put the weights back. Or re-rack the weights, you know? Don't put it on the floor. Don't leave your garbage on the floor. And I mean, I like the gym, but the people there, Jesus Christ. Oh, someone left a message. What is this person say? Best viewers on streamlabs.com remove the space. I don't know what that is. That was weird. But anyways, yeah. Like, the people there leave their bottles on the floor, they leave their garbage on the floor, they leave papers on the floor, and I'm like, do you leave your house like that? Because if that's how you live in your house, I'm a little bit worried. You know, if that's how you leave a mess, because I believe don't mess up someone else's establishment unless you want your house messed up. I'm a viewer about that. Oops. I'm a strong believer in that, of not messing up someone's place of business, not messing up someone's home. You know, clean up. If you're gonna be somewhere, clean it up, keep it nice and tidy. You know, be respectful, but don't leave a mess. You know, that type of thing. You know what I mean? If you agree with me, you know, say something in the chat. On that. If you ever been to a place where, like a gym or something, and people just are like just disgusting and leave messes all over the place and whatnot, because it's just, I don't like that, you know. I was raised, you know, if you make a mess, clean it up, whatnot. Be respectful of people's property and everything else. But, you know, it's just weird. And I'm also the type of person where I like going to the gym and working out. I like going to the martial arts studio and working out and everything else. And it's always hard for me to find a gym that I like. Like, I used to go to the UFC gym, but they didn't really have a good location. And the one location I went to, it wasn't bad, mind you. It's just, you know, it was a good 20-minute drive sometimes to get there. But my issue was they started letting all the high school kids come in. And then, you know, as high school kids, I got nothing against them. You know, if they're there working out, they're not, you know, if they're doing something, if they're there working out, that's good. That means they're not on the street doing something stupid that's going to ruin their lives for the next 10